Today, on the Tom Kearin channel, forget every manifesting video you have ever watched except this one. One step, one shift, that's it. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin channel in studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the Tom Kearin channel. One of you reached out and said that you've been learning about manifesting, creating, and shifting to your desired reality for some time now. The reality where you're not alone. The reality where you no longer smoke. The reality where you have money in the bank. And you said you've learned processes, how to visualize and to affirm, but that nothing has changed. And you said, well, Tom, how am I supposed to know that I'm in that new reality? How do I know? How do I know that I've changed? How do I know that I'm occupying that new version of me if nothing has changed? If I've learned the processes, I've been doing the techniques, but nothing seems to change. Well, we're going to talk about this idea today and more. So remember that the only thing that determines that you have shifted, that you are that new version of you, where you're not alone, where you have money in the bank, where you don't have cravings to smoke and you don't smoke. The only thing that determines that, the only proof, the only evidence is you. Your decision, your choice to be it. The late, great spiritual teacher and mystic, Neville Goddard, said it in one powerful statement, that you are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe it is the only reason you don't see it. Wow. It's really going beyond belief, right? It's going to the absolute knowing that I am that, because you're the only one that declares it. It's not about having faith. It's about having the focus that I am already that which I want to be. It's not about changing any part of you. It's about choosing a new version of you, a new version of reality. You are already that person because you are already occupying all versions of you and realities. All potentials already exist within you, or you wouldn't even be able to choose it or desire it or assume it or visualize it. So it's only that idea that you keep seeking people and processes and proof outside of you, outside of your decision, your focus that you're already that person you desire to be. It was never about learning how to manifest or shift or create or attract. You're shifting and manifesting into a new version of you, a new reality in every moment. That's your nature. That's what's natural to you. And you say, well, but nothing has changed. But there is no past where nothing has changed. Before now is a different version of you. A different version of reality. You're no longer that version where things didn't change, where nothing happened. But you keep creating this idea, putting a past there where it didn't change. Creating a future where it will never change. Right? Your desire and choice to be that which you desire to be and have what you desire to have is the only real evidence that you're that person that you desire to be and that you already have what you desire to have. Wow. It's not, remember, you already have the absolute faith. I am is absolute faith. So it's not about faith, it's about focus. It's not about belief, it's about knowing. It's not about changing, it's about choosing. Right? Bashar, the spiritual teacher Bashar, who's channeled through Daryl Anka, this non-physical, talks about this idea of the 13th step, which I've mentioned on many videos. that it's you taking that 13th step. That who you define yourself to be right now, through your assumptions of yourself in reality, means that you create a new idea or a new version of who you were in this moment. And who you will be. It's all created now. The present moment creates it all. In other words, your present focus, identity, creates who you were, who you are, and who you will be across the board right now. It's a new version. So that reality where things didn't change is no longer who you are. That belongs to a different version of you. All of it has brought you to a point to define yourself in such a way, that past experience, that it's no longer, that past experience is no longer a version of you that belongs to who you are now. It's another version. It's a totally new you in this moment. Even one of you who was talking about when they quit smoking, that even as they had cravings still, or believed that they still had cravings, they decided those cravings are no longer evidence or proof of anything. Wow. And so you move into that new version of yourself that never stopped smoking. You're a new version that never had to stop smoking because you never smoked. Do you see? It's a new version of you. The one that smoked belongs to another version of you. The one that had cravings belongs to another version of you. You've defined yourself in such a way that you're the person that never had to stop smoking, that's always had someone that they loved around them, right? That's always had money in the bank. You're no longer using what appears to be an empty bank account, you alone, and you smoking as evidence, that craving, as evidence of who you are. You're deciding, I'm the only evidence. I've decided I'm no longer that person. That belongs to a different version of me, a different reality. That's no longer my choice. That's no longer my preference. Wow. Really? This is what we're talking about. It's that constant seeking of people, processes, and proof outside of the simple choice, the simple decision that I am already that which I desire to be, period. That even cravings and thoughts and feelings and sensations and other changing images are not proof of anything. That I am the proof. I am. Who I say I am is the only proof of reality. Wow. And then, of course, those appearances coalesce and change and form around that declaration, around that knowing. This is powerful today. Really, forget every other manifesting video except this one idea. That it's simply one step, one shift, one choice, and that's it. And no longer looking for people or processes or proof outside of you. Not even the changing thoughts and feelings mean anything other than the meaning you give them. That's why Neville Goddard said, when I speak of feeling, I do not mean emotion. In other words, the changing thoughts and feelings and cravings and sensations. But the acceptance of the fact that it is done, that you are it, that it is fulfilled, that you are already that person you desire to be. Take the 13th step. Remember, when Bashar talks about this, he's pointing to the idea of the 12 steps of recovery or healing. That yes, you can create that idea. You can create the idea of those processes or techniques or 12 steps of recovery bring you to the point where you take the 13th step and you're a new person, a new reality. It gives you permission to choose to be it, or you can just choose it and no longer look for any evidence in the people and the processes and proof outside of yourself. Forget everything. Every video that you've ever watched except this one. Just this is all you need. One step, one shift, one choice. That's it. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin channel in studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, be sure to check out the Be Something Wonderful channel. Just released a huge video there. Also available is the last live event that we had. Just on Sunday, we had a live event, a 30-second live event on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. Be sure to check that out. It was big. It was wonderful. With great love, with great light and a bit of gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here on the Tom Kearin channel in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.